This is going to be like negative degrees. One of the colder games, and this is going to be one of the colder games in football history, the NFL history. This could be like wind chill -20, wind blowing, flurries. Like,
Woo.
I mean,
Speaking of storylines, Miami at KC, Tyreek going back
It's
to the
crazy.
Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City is favorite -4.5. Total is 44, minus 218 on the money line. I think I'm going to switch gears here, and I'm going to let Sharp take lead here because I think, Sharp, you do have a play on this, and you do have a pretty good side on this. I believe it's going to be cold, like it should be in KC, and I believe it's going to be snowy. I'm not sure. Sharp, I'll let you take the lead dog on this one. I think you have a best bet on this. What you got?
yeah. I actually like two things here. You kind of missed the window. I did personally. I kind of wish I would have just taken Chiefs at -3 when they opened. Obviously, the line's ballooned. I did take the under. I like the under for 5 units. Even though it's just under the key number of 45 when it opened, I still like 44 here.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs have struggled to score all year. They're not that explosive passing attack that you're accustomed to. They're kind of a ground and pound offense. And the weather's just going to be super conducive to letting Pacheco eat and just kind of grinding this game out and getting out of Dodge. Miami's just toast. Things just didn't go their way. Last week felt like must win, right? They had to beat the Bills at home so that they could rest up and then turn around and play the Bills at home again. They had to beat the Bills. They lost. The Bills tried to give it to them too. The Bills didn't play good. James Cook dropping wide open pass. Their defensive tackle made an awesome strip sack fumble. Josh Allen was not good, made some terrible decisions, throwing the ball in the flat at the end of the first half, throwing up that random ball into the end zone that was picked when he could have just rushed for a first down. They tried giving Miami that game, and Miami just couldn't walk through that door with their offense. And so that's just a red flag here. I don't even think the 4.5 scares me. Like, the Chiefs are going to blow them out. Miami's done. They just are. Like, the only thing is keeping a little bit of hope is that Tyreek Hill just might have one of those moments, like remember me kind of moments. But like Tua Tagovailoa, he struggles under 40 degrees. This is going to be like negative degrees. One of the colder games, and this is going to be one of the colder games in football history, the NFL history. This could be like wind chill -20, wind blowing, flurries. Like,
Woo.
I mean,
Why is
Miami's
this
going to.
total so high then? Like, I
I don't.
love the take on the total. I
I don't
love the
know. I
under
think it's
here
just
with the
because in
conditions.
everyone's mind, the perception is it's the Chiefs in Miami, right? But like, this weather is going to be so crazy. Like, I don't think I kind of screenshotted you what Tulsa's looking like, how it's going to be
Yeah.
62 degrees tomorrow. Friday, it's going to be 30. Saturday, it's going to be a high of 10 degrees. Well, that's the same thing hitting Kansas City. So, I mean, when you're talking a high of 10 degrees and they're playing at night, I mean, Miami's in so much trouble.
Yeah, no track shoots for McDaniels, man. Diddy, what you
Yeah.
got on this guy?
Yeah, I'm with you on Sharp. I don't have a play on this game, but I would lean the Chiefs here. Obviously, we missed a number there when it was at 3, like you said. You talked about Tua not being able to play in the cold. He's 0-4 versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Definitely going to see anything below, I think it's 40 degrees, what she said. Um,
Does
I mean,
anybody know that
I think
record?
the line is.
Look it
I
up.
think the totals there is because it's going. I think it might be dry. I don't think it's going to be any flurries or any precipitation, but it is going to be frigid. And one thing that has happened is Tyreek has played in Kansas City, so he understands that code. So that
Yeah.
preparation for the team can kind of understand what they need probably to go into it. But not a lot of those players probably played in no type of temperature like this, and this is going to be a culture shock. It usually is, and they'll be ready to get up out of there. Um, Unfortunately for Miami, I think we had a lot of promise for them. Their electric offense is kind of coming down to a halt with their injuries, the wrong part of the season. That's what happens when you extend seasons. Injuries happen at key players and positions. I think this Chiefs team had an opportunity this week to kind of reset a little bit, kind of get on track for their playoff run. We all know how Patrick Mahomes it plays in the playoffs, and he has that home field. So I think this will be the Kansas City Chiefs win here. Like you said, Miami has kind of ran off the rails. I also do think this will be the last Kansas City Chiefs win this year too. So,
And just to add to what great that Sharp took here, Tua and temperatures under 45 degrees, 0 wins, 4 losses, 55.5 completing percentage, 4 touchdowns to 5 picks, and only a 71 passing rating. That is telling in terms of Tua's record and under. We're talking about only just 45 degrees. Nighttime in KC. 10 degrees.
I'm doing the hourly for Saturday. So the high on Saturday in Kansas City is 11 degrees. That's raw temperature. The wind is going to be blowing out of the north from 15 to 20. So that brings the wind chill down. The high is 0 degrees wind chill. At kickoff, you're looking at wind chill of -5 dropping to -10.
Woo!
At kickoff. Woo! Yeah, boy. Now they are going to dodge precipitation. It looks like snow starts at midnight, so it will be dry. But man, who wants to tackle Isaiah Pacheco when it's -5 degrees for Miami? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
just telling you right now. One of my big bets early was the under. I have since added Kansas City, and I have since added Isaiah Pacheco. I just think he's going to go over his rushing total. He's probably going to score a touchdown. Chiefs are going to run away with it. The Chiefs are built for this kind of game.